All right. Let me get set up on this other computer. Don't know if anybody's here yet. I could have already done this, you know. Duh. So let's see what we got. Let me get out my Focus You Freak here. All right. Fix the camera. Hi, Crafty Kitty. Hi, Galena. Hi, Joycey. Hi, Sharon. Just getting set up. Always running just a hair late because I have too much stuff to remember. Hi, Melody. Hi, Dorothy. All right. Looks like we are good to go. I'm glad I didn't have any trouble getting on. I felt bad for Z yesterday. Hi, Elaine. Hi, G. Brody. Hi, Orla. So, yeah, let me fix this just a little bit here. Let's see what we got going on. It's terribly crooked, but I think that'll work. Might pull it down just a hair. So, hi, Dee Dee. Enjoyed your stream, Dee Dee. I like watching you do collage. I have no clue how to go about it. Probably won't ever try it. I am going to glue some stuff in my composition book, though. So I guess that's a step in the right direction. Hi, Joan. Hi, DeMonte. Kat, did I say hi? So, yeah. It's been a crazy weekend. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the composition book. I've changed my theme like 3 times already. Hey, Amy. I'm glad you're here. I'll take a minute right now to go ahead and ask everybody, if you are a person who prays and you believe in the power of prayer, please pray for Amy's husband's father-in-law. His name is Roger, and he's having a tough time right now, so prayers are definitely in order. So if you don't mind, I appreciate that. You just ordered it? I'll wait till I show it. You're welcome, Amy. And I'm assuming Lane went to hang with him today because he hasn't been around today. Hi, Tanya. Anybody I missed? Shauna. Oh, he just had some surgery and he's been in rehab, and it's just he's having a real right now. So thank you, Painting Girl. Hi, by the way. Yeah, he's having a real rough time right now. So, and when someone you love is having a rough time, it's hard on everybody. So, you know, include Amy and Lane as well. No, not Lane. Lane's dad. His name is Roger. Yeah, so I appreciate that a lot. They're just absolutely the best people on the planet. So they deserve only good things. They brought me coffee yesterday, by the way. In fact, I still have some of it. I finally had to just put it away. Too much caffeine. But don't stop, Amy. Hi, Gail. You're just a couple minutes late. I'm just giving people a little bit of time to come on in here. And then we'll get busy. I didn't bring all my books down to show. Oh, you know what? Let me run up and show just one, because I think everybody should read it. Hang on. Okay, that didn't take too long, did it? Now I'll be like out of breath. Anyway, you guys know I had a birthday last Thursday, and it was really a good day. It was just a good day. So it's in your cart, Dee Dee. If you don't want to buy it, hold off, and when I'm done reading it, I'll send it to you. Unless you just want to own it. Decide what you want. Hi, Tanya. Anyway, for those of you not familiar, Scott Adams is the creator of Dilbert. And he's got some other books out. Win Bigly, How to Lose at Almost Everything and Still Win. And there's just, and then, of course, all his Dilbert books. But he's kind of a, I don't know if I want to say expert, but he's done a lot of studying into persuasion and how to think correctly. And this one's called Loser Think. And it's talking about how we all get into our own little thought bubbles, you know, believing a certain way or whatever. Anyway, it's really just, it's a kind of a self-help book, how to change the way you think about things or whatever. So that was one of the birthday presents that I got for myself, and I'm really excited. I started it last night. That's why this is just the dust cover, because the actual book is, I don't leave the dust covers on. How Untrained Brains Are Ruining America. And it's true. But anyway, read the book. If you want to self-help yourself, read the book. And what else did I get myself for my birthday? I got the Skin Tone Pan Pastels, and I played with them. I'll show you my picture. It was horrible, but hi, Quilty. Yeah, it's just a small haul, Dee Dee. I'm not showing everything. Anyway, but I got the, this is the Skin Tone Pan Pastels. And I love pan pastels, you guys. I almost bought the whole set. Hi, Anne. Hi, Barbara. Show it all. A lot of it's upstairs. Because you know me, I bought a lot of books. But I do love the pan pastels. I want them all. These are all the colors I've got. I've got the original 10 set. And then I got the, I think it's called Pastel. And then the Skin Tint. And in those, by buying those 3 sets, I ended up with 2 duplicates, which I guess is okay. But they'll last forever. And then you guys have seen this before, but it was a different version. Well, I hope you get it, Tanya. Hi, by the way. And I have already unwrapped this, but I rewrapped it so I could show you guys how nice the packaging comes when you get this. Dee Dee showed it on hers, and you get this little thank you card, and then it comes wrapped up in this box. And I don't know if that's for moisture or what, but anyway, it tells you not to eat it, which I was so tempted to do when I opened the box. But it's one of the Navy journals. Like Dee Dee got. She got the orange one. I ordered the red one. And the packaging is really nice. And of course, I didn't see the packaging before it came, but I'm a sucker for nice packaging. Hi, CB. Yeah, the red is very pretty. It's so pretty. And it's just a traveler's notebook, or the format of a traveler's notebook. It's got really nice pockets front and back. This is kind of a suede inside cover, and then it comes with 3 inserts, and they're ivory, no lines, just blank. So, yep, just because I want to be like Dee Dee. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do in it yet. It smells good, but it doesn't smell near as good as the Beast cover. But the size is really nice. This may become one of my very favorites because of the size. The size is so nice, and it's got a little embossed thing here. I think it's an elephant, but I don't know. But the elastic is nice. Everything about it is just nice. Hey, Eileen, you need a bucket for the drill? Now I know what you need for Happy Mail. What size? This is, I think it's 5x7, if I remember correctly. I'll measure it just to be sure. Yeah, I would say roughly 5x7. The actual cover itself is 7.5, and then the inserts are 6 7/8. Did I just say that right? Yeah, 6 7/8. Hey, Eileen, I got the ruler out just because you came in. By 4 7/8. So they're leaving a little bit of room, but actually the 1/8 of an inch wouldn't matter. You could just make them 5x7. So that's probably one of my very favorite things, but it's hard to say what's my favorite because I loved everything I got so much. And then I ordered, because I'm a dope, I ordered, I looked on Amazon because I wanted to order a composition book for Dee Dee's new thing, and she had said she had gotten dot grid composition books at Amazon. So I jumped on Amazon immediately and ordered up what I thought were composition books that had dot grid. And look at what came. These bad boys are 8 1/4 by 5.5. So probably what I'm going to end up doing on these is cutting them down to work in the Nabby journal. I can't believe that. But I wanted a comp book that had dot grid. So I'm either going to continue looking, or I'm just going to walk into Walmart and buy one. Or I could go downstairs and look in one of my boxes, and I bet I have 15 down there. And then the other thing, and then I got a couple more books, but they're upstairs by my bed. And you don't care about them anyway because they're just books to read. And then Dee Dee showed this. And I'll pull the camera up so you guys can see. It's nice and big. I mean, this thing, it's not your average. It's 11 1/4 by 8 3/4. It's a nice big book. And I'm going to work in this today. I just I hit the buy button. It came up in composition notebooks, Eileen. If you can't find one, let me know. I'll find one. Yeah, it's a nice big book. It's not real thick, but it's just put together so nice. The colors are pretty, the embossing, it's kind of bronze, it's not gold. And then the edge of the book is gold, or same as this, kind of a bronzy. So I'll just do a quick flip because Dee Dee was kind enough to just show you guys and then not flip through it. But it is a really nice book. And it's a lot like other books that are out right now. Kind of finding your happy or learning to relax or whatever. So the content of the book, and I've read most of it, is really about just finding joy in what you do. And so I'm a huge believer in that. And I think any of us who do art probably are. I need a nap. I'm getting a cold. Oh, no, Eileen. Well, then I'm glad I'm watercoloring today. You won't feel bad. Hi, Artful Sassy Studios, and anybody else I missed. Hi, Starbuck. So anyway, she talks about using what you've got. And one of the nice things about the projects in this book is she uses all different levels of supplies. She'll use Crayola watercolors, the brand from Michael's, I think it is. So it's not like you need the very best products. Here she says, write down the top 10 things that scare you when making art. Make a numbered list, and so you get over that hump of being fearful about just jumping in. And I don't normally work in my books, but I think in this book, I'm going to go ahead and work in it. I'm not going to tear them out. I'm not going to reproduce the art. I'm just going to go ahead and work in the book. Hi, Joy. So, yeah. And then I'll just flip through the artwork so you can see it. And watch to kind of see which one you want me to do because I haven't picked one out yet. Well, she needs a damn furnace. She said she doesn't have a furnace. We're talking about Eileen. 52 last night. It's not even 52 here yet. You might like the book, Joycey, and it is on, she said it's on hot press watercolor paper so that you could work on both sides without any fear of bleeding. I don't know if that's true or not. The name of this book is The Art for Joy's Sake Journal. And it's geared toward watercolor, but I don't know why you couldn't use any other product in it. Who had this? Well, it gets cold down there, Eileen. I mean, look at right now, you're 52 and you don't have a way to get warm. That's a little stupid. I'm sorry, but it is. So keep in mind which one you want me to try to do. They're all really nice. We've been told a lie, friends. The first step is always the hardest. I don't know. I think a lot of us probably suffer a little bit from white page syndrome. Hi, Scooby. Oh, your air conditioner has heat. Well, okay, I guess then I could say I don't have a furnace either because, yeah, central heating and air, it's all the same unit. What am I going to do with her? This is so pretty. Make art for joy's sake. And I think we forget that. You know, we put high expectations on our end product. Is that I think sometimes we forget to enjoy the process along the way. Don't spend so much time worrying about the end product. Just do it because right now you have time. You're using your fun stuff. And you don't have to worry about the end result. Unless, of course, somebody's paying for it. In which case, worry your ass off. I like the color she uses too, CB. Yeah, I like the bright kind of colors. I like this one with the background. But yeah, and then she gives you the piece of art, the line art on one side, you know, across from where she's painted, and then it's repeated again on the back. So I guess if you want to follow her color scheme on one and then create your own on the back. And then here she talks about banana bread. Friends, I cook like I paint. A little of this, that, and some prayer that it all looks good. So yeah, she gives you here's a recipe for the best banana bread ever. I think the best banana bread is the one that you buy at the store. Find one that just has a leaf on it and then do something else. The page before banana bread. This one, you like this one? Adding it to your wish list. Yeah, it's a fun book. It really is. And I don't know, I can't remember how much I paid for it, but yeah, it's nice. And then she just gives you tips about brushes and different things. This one, she used Holbein watercolors. I don't have those. Don't need them because I got so many others. But this page, I think, is gorgeous. I love this. I love all the colors. It reminds me of either napkins or gift wrap. You know, like you could do this large and just repeat it over and over. It's so pretty. Write down, sketch, or paint the 10 things you love about making art. So it kind of makes you delve into your head a little bit. I probably won't do any of that. Fig leaves. Okay, the one before the banana bread is your vote. Fortunately, I don't have to buy. It's expensive here and takes up to 2 months. Oh my gosh. There you go, Shauna. Good idea. Reminds you of Pam Garrison. And these are dahlias. It's just so pretty. On this one, Eileen, she uses the Zig Clean Color Real Watercolor brush pens. So, and I forget to get those out and use them all the time. All the time I forget. But isn't that pretty? What is your next? The word next usually implies something better, more evolved, or at least the place where you wish to be instead of here. But I like to think the next is a place where you are next meant to be. The next isn't a judgment on where you are now. It's a calling, a movement toward a higher purpose. And I don't know, I think all of us are somewhat like that, you know, especially if you're pursuing something new, fun, different, just learning something new. This next one I think is gorgeous too. And here she gives you some tips of quick ways to get artistically motivated. So I think at times we all could use that. Joyful. I was just reading that. Just put brush to paper and make something. I think this one is really pretty too. It's really pretty. And the art isn't real complicated. Probably what I'm going to do on these is she goes back and adds graphite after she's done. I probably will go back and redo the, you know, like draw over the art after I'm done watercoloring with black ink. This one is fill the page with watercolor circles created from intense color and lots of water. First, trace the base of a cup. You know, she tells you how to go through the whole process. So, but there's other things just besides painting her her artwork. It's got a ribbon in here to hold your place. Here's recipe for the best bruschetta ever, and I read it and it sounds like it. It sounds great to make in case you've got gifts or guests coming. The next one is dogwood and chevron. This one she used the Crayola washable watercolor. So this is Crayola watercolor. So you can get good results with really any product. And then here she has you paint swatches of some color combinations that you love. So yeah, never be afraid to share your work. Mexico. Okay, on this one, she used the Artist Loft. This next one that I'm going to show you, she used Artist Loft Fundamentals Watercolor Pan Set. So again, those are very inexpensive. You can get them. I think Artist Loft is Michael's brand, isn't it? Hi, Christine. Hi, Mary. You lurk away, Mary. Yeah, these are Artist Loft, and I might have a set of those. If I didn't buy them, I think I bought maybe the shimmery ones. But yeah, you can do nice product with inexpensive supplies. So, and this is document the colors of a leaf. That would be good right now because the leaves that are falling, some of them are pretty, some are just brown. But yeah. Unshakable Joy. This is just her artwork. Here's Blooming Oranges. I think this one is awfully nice too. And on this one, I didn't even know that they had Bria Reese watercolor inks. But yeah, she used Bria Reese on these. So another thing that might be fun. Ooh, I was going to use the Mission Gold watercolors today. They were probably the first kind of nice watercolors I have. And I've only got 24 colors. So I always, for whatever reason, go back to them over and over and over. So I was thinking them, but then I got thinking, which of those other liquid ones I have? That would be fun to play with those too. Watercolor sketch the items on your next grocery or shopping list. I don't have a grocery shopping list right now. And then this one is, let's see what this is. Fill the page with stripes of all size. The broad side of the brush makes thick stripes of various widths. Depending on pressure, use the brush tip. And I've actually done that exercise in another one of my watercolor journals. And I really love that. Mission Gold are nice and a great starter profession. Yeah, they are. I love the Mission Golds. I go back to them every time. Use Neo 2s. Well, that would be, yeah. That would be good too. Neo 2s are fun. And a lot of the audience has that. So, and this is Peony Garden. She used Kramer Pigment fluorescent watercolors on these. I wouldn't do the fluorescent. I'm not a huge fluorescent fan, but I like the soft colors that she used. So that's pretty much it. And I don't know how many projects are in here, but there's certainly a lot. And I wish I remembered what I paid for it, but I don't. I don't have koi. Hi, Melody. You can't sleep. Oh, Melody. I wish I could help you. Insomnia is nothing to laugh at, I swear. I suffer off and on. I don't know. So what do you guys want me to do? Pick one. I wish she had the artwork for this one. I think this is gorgeous. I might redraw that. Okay, it's on Amazon and it's 25 bucks. Okay. Sounds like fun. Water supplies. See, Sherry, I don't think you have to own a lot of products. I think a lot of it is just being creative with what you've got. Okay, I've shown it before, but even if you've just got like the Crayola super tip markers, and I used to do this a lot in the Beast. Even if you've just got these, use a water brush, color out like that. Hang on, I gotta get a piece of paper here. Use it with your water brush, and you've just created your own watercolors. And by using the Crayola, like you can get 100 of those for like no money. So just be creative with what you've already got. You don't need like to go out and buy the watercolors. You can turn a marker into a watercolor. And they have the same, I don't know. They'll behave the same as watercolors because they'll move with water when you use water on top of them. Don't even worry about it, Melody. Just listen to me talk and hopefully I'll bore you to death and you'll go to sleep. Yeah, Christine, isn't it? Inexpensive watercolor markers on a plastic sheet. They work awesome. I used to do that in the Beast all the time before I had a bunch of watercolors. But another product that I use, what are they called? That Superior watercolor. Let me go get them real quick. They're so cheap and they're so easy. I had to go get them because I leave them in by the Beast on the couch. But this set, is it called? Yeah, it's called Superior. And it's got 42 colors. They're not huge pans. I've had these for a long time and I've used them a lot. And all you need is a water brush. I mean, you could use a regular brush and water, and these are all the colors, and I use these all the time in the Beast. I love these. And they make 2 sets of them. This one and then a pastel one. And they're really, really cheap. And Peerless aren't cheap, Eileen. If the Peerless, and I have a few of the Peerless, I forget to use the Peerless. Soft kitty, warm kitty. I'd most likely use Inktense or watercolor pencils. Inktense are awesome. The difference with Inktense and real watercolors is Inktense, when dissolved, are permanent. Most other watercolor products will move again with water. So, yeah. Okay, lost and then chat. Hopefully here to stay. Okay, good, Scooby. I'm glad it's working out. Inktense. Yeah, Eileen does Inktense. And you know, the more I have both the Inktense pencils and the Inktense blocks. I like the Inktense pencils because you can control them, you know, use them in small areas and you know they're permanent. The Inktense blocks, I'm not that huge a fan. When they go down very splotchy. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of Inktense. I'm really not. And I bought the whole damn set because I like the pencils so much. So did we pick which one we want to work on? I don't care because I'm ultimately probably going to end up doing them all. That one has a lot of color. And Joycey voted on the one, not the best bruschetta. She wanted the one right before banana bread. Isn't it weird that you get banana bread recipes and watercolor all in one book? Okay, this is the one Joycey liked. Lots of pink, red, orange, green, purple. I know, they're all nice, right? It did, Scooby. Thank you. I didn't show my birthday cards. They're right here. This one was from Dee Dee. Thank you, Dee Dee. More than I say, more than you know. So glad you're in my life. Happy birthday. And Dee Dee, right back at you, girl. Right back at you. This was from Robert Vaughn. So that was nice. And he did give me a $100 bill in there. So, oh my God, pissy pink. And then this is from Scoobs. Check out the cat with the Chinese takeout thing on its head. I actually laughed out loud when I saw this. I wonder how Roxy would like it if I did that to her. But she's old. Boldly go to an age you've never gone before. Yeah. But thank you, Scoobs. Appreciate you a lot. And I love the letter, and I appreciate you really a ton. So thank you so much. So yeah, now my birthday's over, but I'm still going to celebrate for the whole month. We don't have to use pissy pink, Eileen. Okay, yeah, somebody saw that, Christine, that it was $24.99. It seems like I didn't pay that much, but I don't know. And I don't know if you could get it cheaper in a bookstore. No, the back of the book is printed on there, $24.99. But you know, there are some things, like some books I probably wouldn't pay that for. Thank you, Christine. I'm not unhappy for 1 second that I bought this book. Not even a minute. So is this the one we want to do? Speak up now or forever hold your peace. Joycey was, I think, the only one who voted. And I think I could come up with all those colors out of the Mission Gold. And another thing, I don't necessarily have to use just the Mission Gold. I could use a combination of products, right? And these are my Mission Golds. These are awesome, nice paints. Really nice paints. All right, so we're going to need yellow, orange. I need to refill these, actually. The permanent rose will make a really nice, pretty pink. Dark red. Both greens in here. Oops, I should have cleaned that out a little better. But both the greens in here are both really nice. It's sap green and hooker's green. So you get a light and a dark. And one of the nice things, well, and then you get Verdian too. I don't use the Verdian as much as I use the others. She doesn't really say what colors, so I'm going to just choose my own. I'll probably end up using the Van Dyke brown. What else? I can't see the colors, so I got to... Oh, I need purple. You only get one purple, so you've got to really work with what you've got. I think that's everything. And I may end up doing the background in black anyway. Hi, Jilly. The palette box. Yeah, this one I bought specifically for this. I had 24 colors and it was a 24 cell, and I probably will use the yellow ochre and maybe the raw sienna. And I'm going to do one of the blues, probably cobalt. Okay. And I'm just going to move it out onto here because I don't want to clean that up. Viridian has a golden to it. Hang on, Joycey, and I'll show you in just a minute. I'm going to get out the darker kind of yellow orange. I don't know how much of it I'll use, but I would be using quite a bit of the pink. One of the things I like about this palette that I will say is I like the slanted cells. I guess that's what you call them. I do like them. I think they're easier on your brush. The color goes back down. I like those, and you're not having to scrub your paintbrush in them. So I really do like those. There's really not much downside to this palette. No rhyme or reason how I put stuff in there either. I definitely need to get some more green out. I probably use green more than any other color. And it's not because of Eileen. I could have done this before if I'd have picked a page out, but I decided I was going to let you do it, so I couldn't set this up beforehand. And I'll wait and get the raw sienna later. I still didn't bring my rags back out here. I think that's all I'm going to need. Wells, thank you, Shauna. Sometimes when I'm on stream, especially, like my brain quits working. Okay, Joycey, this would be the Viridian green. Can you see that one? It's a very, very rich color, very rich. And I don't see it appearing in nature all that much. So it's a beautiful color. I just don't see it in nature much. So, all right, here we go. We are going to paint. Okay, Eileen, you need to go get your butt on the couch, lay down, and have a snooze. I like the sap green too. I love the Mission Gold sap green, especially, Painty Girl. Both the sap green and the hooker green in the Mission are both just perfect color greens. And I just, I'm going to go get fresh water before I start because I contaminated my clean water. I hate when I do that. All right, that was easy. All right, we're going to do the great big pink flowers first. It might be nice with those fine tech golds. Oh, adding the gold to it? Yeah. If you wanted metallic in there with it, for sure. All those fine tech paints are really nice. Really, really nice. All right, we'll do some pink first. Okay, now I've got to decide. Just looking at her work, it looks like she started out wet on wet and then went wet on dry later is how it looks to me. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that you guys can see what I'm doing. And if you can't, I'll move the camera because the book is pretty big. There, I think that's good. And she said the paper was sturdy enough to hold up. So we're going to see. Now, one thing, I'm not taping it down. So if it buckles, it's just going to buckle. That's just that. Got to see where she stops here. And I'll just do a wash real quick of the light pink. And I should have gotten some tester paper out because that's pretty dark. Okay, it'll dry lighter. So anyway, I hope you guys had a good weekend. I did. I've had a really good week. I did have Robert had to put a new faucet. And I'll leave some white spaces like she does. But I had a leaky faucet, so Robert had to change the faucet out. And then we ended up with a leak under the sink. One of the other pipes started leaking a little bit, and Dee Dee and I were texting back and forth about living with a plumber. I'd rather do anything. And Robert has a funny saying. He says, I'd rather have a sister who works in a whorehouse than a brother for a plumber. He hates plumbing so bad, and he really hates it this time because he can't get the leak under the sink stopped. So I finally told him, would you just call it damn plumber? So that's what I was dealing with this weekend, but it was still a fun weekend. M. Graham has the best sap green. I have the M. Grahams too. I like the sap green in the M. Grahams. You know what I can't find? Maybe you guys can help me. I can't find a really yummy dark green that I really love. I bought so many greens and I'm just not finding the green, the really dark green that I love. Okay, I'm just going to let that dry now. Move on to the next pink flower. And I don't care if it has a pink tint to it. I definitely don't want the water going down into the spine, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to help that. So that does sound like a man for sure. Deep sap. Okay. I have the permanent. Oh, I don't have the Daniel Smith permanent green. Okay. I'll look into that because, yeah, so far I'm just like a little bummed with the, I just want a real nice dark green that I can count on every time. And I did that, but I didn't get this sleeve. So yeah, I'll look into that. I'm pretty sure I don't have that. One of these I will do too with the Crayola product. Because I did another one. I can't find it right now. I think I talked about it the other day. Speak of the devil. But you can get really, really good results with the Crayola. And they're not chalky. And neither are those superior ones that I just showed you guys. Some less expensive watercolors, when you buy them, can be really chalky, and that annoys me. But yeah, the superior are not chalky, nor are the watercolors. I don't know what they're using for a binder, but yeah, you can do some pretty nice stuff with them. Robert just snuck in. He's being real quiet. I don't get so quiet when I watercolor as I do when I draw. Oh, I forgot to show you guys the drawings for Kathy's class. I worked on them over the weekend, and I'm really enjoying that. And I know this looks splotchy and stuff, but it won't when I'm done. I'm just trying to get some color down, and then I'll start working on top of it. All right. Really like Permanent green, Janet. It's dark, but it's not too blue like the Viridian. Okay, I'll write that down because I really am going to look into getting a couple of them. Okay, got a couple notes so I can look into that. The deep set. Another petal behind little flowers on the first big flower. Okay, CBM. Oh, you're talking down here. Is that the one, CB? Oh, and this one too. I see what you're saying. Yeah, this one has some orange mixed in it too. Did you get all the tags done?
Got her done.
Good boy. Did you find the part that you needed?
Yes.
Cool.
Took 3 stops, but I found it.
Good boy.
Then I stopped and got the oil change.
Well, you're just a busy little boy today.
Yes.
I am too. And I'm doing really, really important stuff.
Good. Catching up, are you?
Back, how's that paper? So far so good. I've got a little bit of buckling, but it's not horrible. Sorry, honey, what'd you say? Yeah, a little bit of buckle, Dee Dee, but probably not to be, you know, not enough that I'm going to worry about it. And I got this pretty wet up here, so yeah, I think it's going to be a-okay. This kind of dried while I was yakking at the rat and getting some color, so. Yeah, I wrote Daniel Smith, so I'll go have a look at Blix when I'm done here. For individual tubes and stuff like that, I generally order from Blix. Only Amazon does order or does carry some of the M-grams in individual tubes. I just haven't ordered them because I like the idea of supporting box stores and other companies, because if we don't support them, they are going to go away. That's my feeling. So you got to spread the love. That's why I order from Jet Pens a lot. I don't want them to go away. And I love them. All right, I'll move on to something else. I think that's all the pink. I might have to come back and add some with the purple and stuff, but that's all the major pink flowers done. Cheap Joe's. I forget about Cheap Joe's all the time. My niece talks about them a lot. I'll look at Cheap Joe's. And then Jerry's Artorama, I check in with them on certain things. I did order some of that paper, though, that you showed, Shauna. Which one was it? I guess I forgot to show that, too. The watercolor paper pad. I did go ahead and order that. And I thought I'd cut it down and use it like I did the bee papers, just to try something different. Because you said for an inexpensive one, it wasn't too bad. So I thought, okay, I'll give it a go. It's good. Yeah. So when you said that, I was like, okay, because I don't mind the bee paper. I like the bee paper, in fact. But I thought, okay, that is really inexpensive for just playing. So I'll happily give it a go. You can never have too much fun paper in my world. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the orange, these little orange things next. I'll save the green for last, I think, or the brown. And I'm sure Eileen is already out of here. She has better stuff to do than watch me watercolor. Probably everybody does. The colors sure are pretty, though, so. These are pretty light, too, so I'm going to water it down a little bit and see. And the flowers are dry enough that I can set my arm on here now. I'll let this dry a little bit before I go back and stick the orange in. No, the paper seems really nice. Those are looking pretty. Oh, you like it better than the bee? Oh, I know. Arches is arches. Well, now I'm going to have to break it open and play with it. But I've been drawn. As soon as I finish this, I'll bust open the drawings I've been doing for Kathy's class, because I like them, they're fun, and I'm almost halfway proud of them. And if you have missed what I'm talking about, Kathy Arbor and I've been telling everybody this, if you want to get better at drawing, Kathy Arbor's been doing a drawing class for the last, I think, 5 weeks. And every week she gives us a little bit of homework. And last week we worked on Whimsical Girl. She's doing faces right now. So, and then the homework was to draw some eyes and mouths that are showing expression. So I've been searching for eyes and mouths. I'll show it here in just a minute. What I'm more interested in, Dee Dee, is to see how the spine holds up to the water. Because up here, I definitely got some water down in the spine. She doesn't show this bright yellow, but I'm going to go ahead and use it. I'm working pretty fast here, too. Can't read chat, arting. Thanks, Julie. I haven't posted the most recent ones that I've been working on over the weekend. I haven't posted them yet. I draw and then I forget to post. But thank you, Julie. Yeah, it's been a ton of fun for me. I probably should find out what kind of paper this is printed on, because I actually do like this paper. It's handling the wet on wet really, really nicely. It's staying wet long enough for me to work on it, you know, so that's really nice. So, yeah. This bee's good. You're going to like it, Dee Dee. And I think this is the first time ever that I have worked directly in the book. And I think there's 2 reasons for that. One, if you're afraid of the results, you know, that you're not going to get good results, then I would say don't work in the book. And I didn't even consider that this time. So does that mean I'm getting more confident? I don't know. I mean, but I just decided I'm just going to go for it, because I'm not going to tear the pages out of the book. So whatever happens is pretty much what happens. Maybe I am getting a little bit more confident. Just smoothing out the lines a little bit. That's one of the reasons I kind of like working wet on wet, is because you don't end up with those hard lines, but you can get some really nice blend. You haven't started this week's homework? I've worked on it 2 different days, I guess. One day I sat down to art. I guess that was, what day was that? Was it Saturday? Yeah, it was Saturday. I woke up thinking, okay, I'm just going to art today. That was my plan. Well, then I told Robert, the faucet's leaking, let's get a new one. And then after that, the whole day just went to hell in a handbasket. I never sat down once, not once, all day. I should have gotten out a little bit of red. Which red did I want? I want this red. I just mixed a little bit of it. You wiggle the table and you might get your ass kicked.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. Dee Dee says, hiya, scissor hands.
Hi, Dee Dee. How are you?
Hi, Devin. All right, we can go back to the pink flowers now. This one turned out kind of dark, but that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry and I'll go back in and add some darker. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Tanya. Oh, I already said hi. You're saying hi to Devin. All right. And this is showing up lighter than it is in real life. Looking at my camera or my screen, this is showing up a lot lighter than it is in real life. All right, now I'm going to go in here and use, I think I'll get some more darker pink. Wonder if I should have wetted that first a little bit. I'm gonna. Thank you, Devin. I honestly never thought I would see the day that I was doing watercolor. This was so not in my life's plan, but I'm enjoying the heck out of it. Now I can't even remember what made me decide to do this. Watercolor, I mean. I know what made me decide. I do remember. Remember when Paula was back doing her swatches and stuff like that? Thanks, Tanya. That's what made me decide to go ahead and get, I think it was, I bought the Jane Davenport first, those three, couple of those sets, and then I ended up getting some of the Prisma, or not Prisma, Prima sets. And that's what got me going. So I can blame all this on Paula. Because it was Paula's swatching. I loved her book so much, I decided I wanted to do that too. That's what got me started. Because her swatch books were so cool looking. Yep, it was the swatched that got me. Leave it to Paula. Paula is actually the one who got me into all of this stuff. I never would have found you guys if it wasn't for Paula. And that was way back when she had the boot on her foot, or the cast on her foot or something. There was something wrong with her foot. She had screws in her foot. That's been a long time ago. That's also about the time that I started Tweeter, I think. What a black hole that crap is. And I did go ahead and just add some of the darker red. And if I wanted these to stay in specific places, I would have waited for this whole thing to dry before I went in there, but I don't care about that. You could just turn me on to caramel M&Ms. Oh, try the white chocolate ones. OMG. Even Robert likes those. Mm. They are super delicious. Okay, I'm going to put some of the darker up in here now. think I'm going to leave that white in there. I like it. I might come back and mess with that later. Thanks, Judy. Hi, by the way. Thanks, Elaine. I did not love the jalapeno M&Ms, Devin. God, they were awful. Oh my God. I think they're still in the cupboard, actually. No, I did not like the jalapeno M&Ms. OMG, they were awful. They were so bad. Now, if you're a jalapeno lover, I'd say go for it. But yeah, not for this cat, man. No, I'm not digging those at all. I can't even remember if some of those to Robert or not.
Yes.
I did. I gave you the jalapeno ones?
Yes.
And you didn't like me very much
No,
after
I
that, did you? Neither one of us are hot people. We don't like hot stuff. All right, I'm going to leave that to dry and I'll come back and add some more later. Chocolate covered coffee beans. I think I've had some of those. I think you can buy them at, what's that grocery place I like in Tulsa that we can go to Wednesday?
What?
Hello. Which reminds me, I'll be at your stream early, Dee Dee, but I'll have to leave because we're going to go to Tulsa and help Jackie with some stuff at her house that she's getting ready to sell. So, but I'll be there first thing early. But yeah, then we're going to have to tear out of here. I don't know. Did you tell Jackie a time we'll be there?
Okay.
Okay.
You call her in the morning.
All right. So anyway, what's that the produce store that I like?
Oh, wow.
Elaine, you know it. We could drive to it, but we can't tell you the name of it. This old age crap sucks. I told Kathy Arbor I posted something on Twitter and I was going to attach a photo and I forgot the photo. And I told her, man, had a birthday and got dementia all on the same day. That's what I feel like. It starts with an S, doesn't it, honey? Oh, Elaine just told me in chat, Sprouts.
Sprouts.
That's it. I think you can get them at Sprouts. Piggly Wiggly. We don't have Piggly Wiggly. Judy said, hi, Eileen, sweet Robert.
Say hi.
No, not Whole Foods, Sprouts. We can go over to Langley to get Reezers. Running out of paint here. I'm going to have to get some more out. Yeah, we can go to Sprouts Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
We won't be that far away from it. So also Wednesday, I don't know how long it's going to take us, so I can't make a lot of plans, but I can go to Barnes and Noble. They got everything in Tulsa, man. Yeah, I think I've seen them at Sprouts. I'm pretty sure I have. Oh, I forgot that little space right there. I love Sprouts. All right, now I'm going to wet this some more so it'll spread. I don't want to get rid of all the white though. Probably shouldn't have done that, but I was just trying to get some color right there in the middle of the book because I don't want to paint that real close. And I'll come back in with the dark red and add some of that detail later. And do this one a little bit different. Thinking. Okay, bye, Dee Dee. Have a great afternoon. I'll call you later or tomorrow. And I know now I've gotten quiet because I'm thinking. Your hands are so stable. I'm not sure about that. I do rest my hand, and a lot of times that's not the greatest thing, especially on watercolor. Resting your hands, you get in the wet paint a lot. But I think too, a lot, it comes from just doing it. You get more sure. Because when I started, I definitely can tell you, I did not have sure hands. And another thing I guess you learn as you just go is it's surprising how things that you think are mistakes always end up working out in the end. Oh yeah, thumbs up. Thanks so much, you guys. This thing about the kids that Dee Dee talked about this morning, that's a weird thing. I don't know how much they're gonna crack down on it. I really don't. Hi, Desert Nana. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll start putting for adult into my video titles. I know YouTube probably definitely doesn't want to get any more fines. And I'm sure that's the impetus for the changes. And it has nothing to do with whether or not you use curse words or anything else. It's all about targeted advertising for kids. So that, because any website you go to, they leave cookies. There's Faithful Mess already had 8 to 10 videos flagged. Really? Yeah, it's just there's a old law on the books that the FCC has about targeting children for advertising and not collecting information on your YouTube channel. And I'm not sure what the parameters are that they're going to use to determine whether or not you're targeting kids in your videos. I have never targeted kids. I mean, my audience is all adult women. 99.9% of my audience is adult women. My guess is that we're all over 50 because we're all off hanging out during the day. I mean, it's obviously an adult channel, but they're going to use an algorithm. You can't say that just because I have the mentality of a 12-year-old boy that they should flag my videos. I'm just saying. But anyway, I don't know if the algorithm is scooting through people's videos to see what materials are being used. Is watercolor geared toward kids? I don't think so. Other than maybe somebody's grandchildren who might attend, I don't gear anything towards kids. What? Who told you I'm over 50? I'm just guessing, that a lot of us probably are over 50. Yeah, you won't be able to comment. You can't have chat. Your monetization is going to be hindered greatly, because if they flag it that it's for children, they will only put child-friendly advertisements on your channel. Okay, so that could be a problem, because I mean, how many advertisements are there out there for children? Cereal, toys. You're definitely not going to get tampon advertisements. I mean, I don't know if that's the kind of advertisements you get when you come to my channel, but they're not going to put certain advertisements, like Depends. That's what they need to be advertising on this damn video. Get that Depends advertisement out there. So yeah, I don't know. And I know it's a cover your ass, YouTube covering your ass kind of approach to things. The smaller content creators, I don't think should be impacted that greatly. But I can't say that with any certainty now that I know Faithful Mess has been flagged. And if they flag it, I don't know how many strikes you get before you're out. If you're not doing it yourself. I have done nothing on my channel other than today for the first time was the first time we get Medicare ads on your channel. That's good. That's good. Those are the ones that should be on here, right? Like antacid, Medicare, depends. Those are the ads that should be on here. So I don't know. I guess we'll all just see. You know, people always freak out, but there's some people on here that this is their living. This is how they make a living. So anything that's going to affect their monetization is absolutely going to have an impact. So there's that consideration. I'm not depending on this for any level of income. I mean, if I make a little bit of money on it, woohoo for me. But honestly, I don't depend on it for anything. And I couldn't tell you what ads you get, Joycey, because when the ads come on, I'm doing something else and I turn the sound down. I don't even watch their dang ads. I let them play because I know that's generating money for the content producer, you know, and I've always kind of been anti-ad block because I know that was affecting people's revenue. And if they're going to take their time and use their resources to produce content, I'm certainly going to allow them to make the money. You know, and it's what, a minute or two out of my day. And I listen to my music a lot on YouTube. So, you know, I definitely allow the ads. I think it's just the right thing to do. Now, I'm not going to impose that on everybody, but you got to figure, you know, you're getting this all for free. So, you know, letting those people make a few bucks, why the hell not? I think if you pay for the no ads, that's different. You pay for no ads, that's different. Of course, I don't know what they do with the content providers. I'll bet that's just YouTube keeps that money and doesn't share it with the content providers. But that's just the way I feel about it. I don't expect other people to feel that same way. It's just the way I feel. But I was like that even back when you could put ad blocker on. I just never felt comfortable doing that. My grands will watch art, diamond painting, cooking, some gaming. Okay. So, yeah, like if you're doing diamond painting and definitely if you're a gamer channel, I think they're doing it by the products that are being shown is the only way I can figure. Oops, that's a lot of water. Yeah, I don't know how they're determining that. I really don't. You know, like maybe some of my magical ones because they think it's magic. I don't know. But if you get into the content, you know that's not the case at all. So I don't know. I really don't know. I'll feel bad if it starts impacting people's ability to live stream because that's a lot of my entertainment is going to live streams and chatting with you guys and stuff like that, you know. And I pay for Netflix and a lot of other entertainment, but I would miss the live streaming if it goes away. I really would. But it's pretty typical of our government, right? Make laws and then watch the fallout later. just darkening these up a little bit. So where are the parents and all of this? DeMonte, it doesn't have anything to do with the parents and children and parent monitoring. It has more to do with the content provider gearing content toward kids and gathering information on kids so that they can target kids in advertising is what it's all about. So it really does, you know, I'm sure a lot of parents probably are not good at monitoring their kids, but it really doesn't have anything to do with parental monitoring. It really doesn't. It's all about the ads and targeting children for ads is what the whole dang thing is about. I'm a creator and I watch. Yeah, see, and I'll feel bad if it really starts impacting creators, you know, where they feel like, one, they can't make a living, or the restrictions just get so bothersome that you just don't want to jack with it. Now, that's the category I would probably fall into. I don't have much time or patience for nitpicky BS. I just don't. It's just my nature. I'm not going to mess with it. If they make it a pain in the ass, I'm out of here. I'm gone. I'll go read a book. Thanks a whole lot. Just because that's my nature. And then there's a part of me that'll get pissed off at the government and write letters and call my congressman, you know. But yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with the actual content. I mean, I could sit and cuss on here all day, but if I'm showing a new Barbie doll, I'm going to get flagged. Okay, cartoons always target kids, yes, and that's why you see cereal ads and stuff like that on cartoons, because it's advertising that is targeted toward children. Toys, cereal, and that's the same thing with YouTube, is they're trying to control that. So I think it's just a pain in the ass, frankly. But I think a lot of things are a pain in the ass, so just me. Okay, I like those now. They're looking better. Go after Google. And you will now, yeah, if we want to start getting into the nitty gritty of adult content versus kid content, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, like there are a lot of places we could go that are a whole hell of a lot worse than YouTube and these little art channels that are just out here entertaining little old ladies who enjoy hanging out together. I mean, yeah. So, all right, I'm gonna hit this with a heat gun quick so I don't touch up against something that I don't intend to. With watercolor, my hardest thing is waiting for things to dry. And I guess I'd have to go back and read the original legislation to see what its intent was. It just seems absolutely nutball crazy to me, but I'm getting kind of old and crotchety. I guess I should just admit it. Can you guys see what I'm doing? I'm going to go ahead and start on some of the leaves now. Get some green on here. I probably should have gotten a third green out, but oh well. This will be all right. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. I was going to say, I don't think I'll leave my background white, but now that I'm looking at her painting next to my painting, when you open it up, it's just going to look like one great big painting, right? Did you do? No, Devin, the book came like this. They said, Dick? Oh, I think the standards for what's acceptable on television are definitely changing, undoubtedly. I mean, and with the internet, you honestly can see or hear it all. So I don't know how they're going to regulate the hell out of everything. I just don't know. It's just crazy. But it's going to impact a lot of people, undoubtedly. Like, I don't know. Have you guys ever heard of the Bucket List family? Um, Interesting story, interesting family. Um, he created some software when he was in college, and he wasn't doing very well at college. Anyway, he created some software in college, ended up selling it to Snapchat for, thank you, Kathy. Hi, by the way. Selling it to Snapchat for, I think it was $54 million or something. Anyway, and they bailed out of real life, and they've spent the last 3 or more years traveling the world. Very interesting channel. You see some beautiful places on there, and when they started out, they had one little daughter. She's 7 now, and they have 2 other little boys. And they're just living their life, living their bucket list. Okay. Now theirs is more of a travel channel. Okay. They're going to exotic places, not so exotic. They're religious. I believe they're Mormon, and they do a lot of work with charities and stuff like that. They're service oriented. But they have their kids on their channel. Now, how are they going to treat that? Are they going to treat it like a travel channel? But because the kids are on there, are they going to treat it as a friendly, are they going to flag it as a children's show? It's not geared toward children. I love watching them. I love watching the places they go, the service projects that they get into. I love the little kids, but there's a lot of channels I can think that are like that, where they have children in them. Are they geared toward children then? I would say probably not. If you're looking at it realistically, I would call them more of a travel channel. And are we going to be flagged because, I use a Crayola product? Hi, Safia. Attractive to children. See, that's just it. And that other one, she's going to have a problem, I think. Do you guys ever watch? Her name is Ayla J, I think. And she's got a little son named Roman. And once a month, Roman does a cooking show. And Roman is a spitfire, man. That little kid is adorable. And of course, I subscribe and hit notifications. And whenever Roman does a cooking show, I'm all over it. I'm going to watch that little 2-3-year-old cook whatever it is he's cooking. That is another one, is even though it's, I guess it could be geared toward children, but I would say probably it's not something an 8-year-old boy would probably enjoy watching, but a 63-year-old woman loves the hell out of it, so there you go. But because it's got Roman on it, they had already eliminated her ability to have comments. They did that a while ago because of, I don't know if it was pedophilia rules. I don't know. I can't keep up with all of it, but I don't know what criteria they're going to use to determine what can be considered. Okay, DeMonte, are you saying a show like mine and Dee Dee's would be attractive to children because they're watching us art? I mean, I think it's something we need to probably figure out because I don't want to break the rules, and I definitely don't want to get a $40,000 fine, because I think the fine they said was 40 or 42,000 on that video I watched. I mean, I can't afford a $40,000 fine. Thank you very much. I mean, I would definitely be taking up collections at that point, let me tell you. Maramy has her kids on quite often. Yeah, see, that's just it. I don't know what criteria they're going to use, but I think we should know that, so we know, what do we flag or what do we don't flag. I mean, I don't even care about the monetization, but if I'm going to have to put for kids on it, then our chat's going to go away. Y'all heard it at Dee Dee's. I don't need to rehash it over and over. But I think YouTube should have been a little bit more mindful about telling content creators what exactly is the criteria they're using. And it's an algorithm that's doing it, but they had to program something into that algorithm to know what they're looking for. Is it a Crayola brand? Is it just toys? Is it, another little kid? I don't know. I'm not as excited as other people, but I don't depend on this for a living. This is just something I do because I enjoy it. And if they take it away tomorrow, it's not going to impact my life very big. I mean, I got other stuff going on. I'll go on and be just fine. But I would miss you guys. I don't want to lose you guys. And it won't matter. You can't just move to another platform because they're all facing the same federal law. So YouTube just happens to be the biggest one. And this is a United States law. So how is that going to impact, say, Lena? She's a producer in Denmark. But I think YouTube can still get in the same bind with the child content stuff. You know what I mean? Can you just go live and not that is not an option on YouTube, DeMonte. If you hit your live button, you are going live and it's going to be recorded. Now, you could turn around and take it down immediately, I guess. I'm not sure that they could keep up with all the live streams. But yeah, I could immediately, if something happened in this stream that I didn't want to be on my channel, I could just go ahead and delete it immediately. Yes, all who use YouTube, no matter where you live. Yeah, that's just it. So that they're going to have to conform to U.S. law. So I don't know. I think we'll hear more in the coming months or so. But you got holidays coming up. People have other things on their mind. This is like the last thing that content providers need to be thinking about right now. Guess we'll just see. I'm not worried about it. I'm going to go on and be happy no matter what. All right, just seeing if I got all the Oops, did I just bump the camera with my head? All right, I've got just a base coat down now. I'm gonna hit it with a heat gun, dry everything out, and then I'll go back in and but something the guy I listened to said there will be no chat. No, it's the channels that, so when you go on live now, this just changed in the last week. When you go on live now, you get the option. Well, you have to do it. It's not an option. You must choose whether or not your content is directed at children or is directed at adults. Okay. So they're putting the burden on the content creators to determine, you know, who you're gearing your audience to be. Now, in a live stream, I know who my audience is. It's all 99% women over 50. And if any of you are under 50, you need to send gifts to the women that are over 50. I'm just saying that. You have not seen that. When you go on tomorrow, Joycey, or Wednesday, you'll see it. It's on the Go Live screen. Yeah, and it's yeah, you have to choose one or the other before you can go live. So no big deal. And I forgot am I too young for this stream? Oh, Sophia, you're just bragging. That's why I couldn't watch. Oh, on your TV today. No, if you choose for children, you will not have chat. And when it uploads to your channel, you will not have comments enabled. We will not have kid trolls then. Yeah, see, they're the problem. It's all those little 8-year-old kids out here trolling, saying dirty words. Anyway, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. It's pretty much all we can do. It's just something else to have to think about. All right. Oops. I actually want to wet these again a little bit, I think. I'm going to pick up some of this green and make it a little bit darker. All right, I was going to say that I thought that was the case. Oh, I don't know if it will affect like the VIP streams that Barb does or stuff like that. I would think it would, but maybe not because Barb pays for but it's a federal law. So I think everybody is going to have to comply, like it or not. That's my impression. You're not going to get around the law, but since you're paying for that content, maybe they will treat it different. I don't know. I would think that something's going to be treated differently. You just don't know what. She would not get ads on VIP. Okay, so maybe not. Yeah, because, yeah, she wouldn't get the ads. So you're probably right, Kathy. I don't know. It's craziness. Just another reason for me to really dislike the government. I already dislike them so much. So now it's just another reason. I don't have much good to say about the government. I wish I'd gotten my rag out. Oh, well. Thanks, Orla. Arts and craft content creators are not the target of this. Oh, I know they're not. But it's the algorithms that determine the content. Um, because if we use products that are attractive to children, because a lot of times I use a Crayola product, or what I'm saying is, what is the criteria so that we all just know? Because I don't think right now any of us really know what the criteria for determining what is going to be flagged, and then somebody said Faithful Mess had already been flagged. Well, she does what, color books? Are all color books going to be flagged now? I don't do color books, but Dee Dee does a lot of coloring books, and she's monetized. So does that affect Dee Dee? I would say, yeah, if they're going to flag coloring books, a lot of the color book ladies are going to be affected, and their live streams won't have chat. Know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So streaming the nude, you'll have no problems. Oh my God. I wouldn't even come to my own streams. I need a darker green. This is not dark enough. Let me see if I go directly from the well, if I can get a little bit darker, because these are not dark enough. Naked white space stream. It would be white space, all right. There we go. Now we're getting some dark green. And it doesn't have to do even with adult content, frankly. I mean, I think I could get on here naked and they would just send out the police. Say she's really lost her mind now. Naked Magicals with Janet. Gamers with 3 or 4 million subs for whom making you choose is their home and they've gone. Yeah, it's those kind of channels, Safia, that are gonna hurt the most. I mean, they're big channels, gamer channels and stuff like that. But those are the ones too the kids enjoy watching. So they are good. No, it won't. That's what I'm saying. But how could it not? Because those are the channels that kids are going to want to watch. I don't know how they could get away from it, Safia. I mean, you could very well be right. But my feeling is that, yeah, that's what my grandkids would have been watching is the gamer channels. Now all the little losers are too old and they need to get jobs. Because it's aimed at kids' channels that are producing only for kids content. Well, and I wonder too, I mean, and there's so much I don't know, so I shouldn't even probably be talking about it. But for example, Faithful Mess's channel being flagged already. And there was a channel, the one that Dee Dee had posted for us to go watch, is the one I watched. That guy does a toy collector channel, you know, where he's spending mega bucks on toys that are collectors no longer available. And of course, it's his livelihood. And naturally, he's worried. So maybe we're all just full of crap and we're worrying for a bunch of nothing. That wouldn't surprise me. Okay, the trouble we get kids coming into the streams and chat. I'm repeating some of these bigger channels are being told directly by YouTube. Okay. Exactly, Eileen. Exactly. What's the difference? And who determines that? What criteria, what algorithms are they using to determine that? That's more my, you know, I don't see that it, you know, I don't know how they're going to determine that this is somehow different than a coloring book. And I certainly don't talk in a manner that kids are going to enjoy. Well, they love hearing the dirty words, so. I try not to slip often, though. The word coloring. Okay, scream fire before a flame. Is that what we're doing? No, I did not draw this, Holly. It's out of the book. I'll go ahead and show it because it's been a while I've been working on it. It's out of the Art for Joy's Sake book by Christy Rice. And Dee Dee sent me a picture of it the other day, or a link or something, and said, go look at this book. I think you'd like it. And so I looked at it and I was like, yep, I'll buy that. So I bought the book. And then Dee Dee, there's a bunch of videos. People have gone on and done bunches of videos on it. So I went out and I looked at some other videos, and it just looked like a really cool book. So yeah, so all right, I'm going to go ahead and do these. I'll at least try and get the purple flowers in here before I end for the day. My stomach's growling, and I ate a pretty good breakfast this morning. All right. Big communal high headache coming on. Go get the aspirin now. Don't let it get ahead of you. All right. Let's do some purple next. Now, I only have the one color of purple, so I'm going to use some pink with it. Purple is another weird watercolor color, I think. How do I mean that? The color selection is pretty limited, and they're pretty caca. The bots are said to take into account bright, colorful thumbnails as being kid attractors. Scary stuff. Okay. Hi, Peace. Yeah, and I just generally throw something on the table that I'm going to use in my stream. So I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to let somebody else worry about it. All right. I need to water down some of this purple, though. I do know that. Let me see. What did I do with that paper? There it is. And that's still pretty light. Oh, no. Or dark. All right, that's okay. We're going to go with it anyway. I know I get really quiet when I do this, you guys. It's like my brain can't think of two things at the same time or something. I don't know. Oh, I forgot some green on that. Oh, well, I'll get it in a minute. Okay, Kathy just said YouTube will clarify what is kid attractive soon because they will be losing big money from this too. I agree, Kathy, that they're going to have to give some guidance. Thank you, Christine. Thanks, you guys. Are you leaving, Devin? Bye. Have a great afternoon. Now, oddly enough, she's got some purple leaves down here, which I think is really odd, but we're going to do what she's done. And I'm not copying hers. I mean, I'm kind of using the same color scheme so that the pages go together, but I'm not trying to copy hers at all. I'm just using my own stuffs, man, whatever I come up with. So have you guys been thinking about if you're going to do Dee Dee's comp book challenge thing? Has anybody decided on their topic yet? I've been going back and forth about what I want to do, but I'm not going to reveal it. I'm not going to reveal it until January. But there's so many good options. I just don't know what to do. They all sound so much fun. I'll let those dry a little bit more and I'll go back and add some more. All right, now this one, she's doing brown and purple leaves. All right, and I didn't get my browns out. I'll do that now. I'm going to use, what did I say, Van Dyke brown. Just a little bit of it. Don't need much. And I want it really watered down. That might be a little too watered down. I do want some color, just it's kind of red. All right, we're getting close to what I want. That'll be good. Okay, I'll do these leaves more like a wash. I want you guys to be able to see though. And I just went back in and got some of the more concentrated pigment to add at this point so it can spread wherever it wants. Whatever it does is okay with me. Because in just a second, I'm going to add some purple like she did, and that's kind of weird, but I'm going to go with it. See if there's any other place. Well, she does them up there too. Okay. I guess I'll just move up there and do them. Well, I've still got kind of the recipe in my head. Otherwise, I have to make this crap up more than once. Can you guys see okay? I'm going to try and keep my arm out of that wet paint down there. Ah. See, this is where I get into trouble every time. Yeah, I'll just keep my arm out of that. Sure you will. I sure didn't stay in the lines very good there. But that's okay, because I think when I'm done, and I probably won't do it on camera, I kind of want to go back in with black ink after I'm done here. And I forgot one of the orange ones up there. Doggone it. And one of the green ones too. Oh, well. Guess I'll have to go back in and do that. Thanks, Scooby. Paper dried pretty quick here. But I would say after doing this now, The watercolor paper is really not bad, you guys. So yeah, I wouldn't be afraid of buying the book for fear of the paper. I'd say the paper is not bad at all. And I don't care if this is getting a little splotchy. That's kind of how I wanted it. This one smoothed out too much, so I'll go back in. Right now, while it's still wet, I'm going to go in and put some purple in these leaves. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. That's very dark. You love purple in leaves? Well, it's purple in the leaves now, Painty Girl. I had prepaid. I don't know what you're talking about, Dorothy. Typing in all caps, man. All right, here's some purple. Is that purple? Yeah, it is. Watered down purple, I guess. All right, let's put some purple up in these leaves then. Oh, that's too much. That's not what I wanted. I'll let that dry a little bit, I guess. If you can hear that noise, that's the rat doing something outside, which I don't know what he's doing, but it's making a really weird noise. All right. All right. I'm liking this. I'm liking it a lot. I'm having fun. All right. And then these are kind of a pink purple too. I'm going to do them more pink, I think. and I'm going to go ahead and wet them first. Oops, that one went out the lines. Ooh, that's dark. That bee's dark. I know I'm quiet, you guys. Sorry. I'm not even really thinking about anything other than moving paint. Staying in the lines. Trying to. When I get down here, I'll check chat. Love your purple and brown leaves. Gorgeous so far. Thanks, Christine. It's coming out better than I expected. I'm enjoying it. I mean, I'm liking it a lot. Yeah, I know. I missed an orange thing there, and I missed one of the light green leaves there. And then this is another brown purple flower, and then these are just brown little things, but they're a different color. They're more of a brown green. So I'll go back in and fill those in right now. But yeah, I saw that a minute ago. Bum me out, CB. But that's okay. At least it's not something that I can't go back and fix, right? It's the stuff that you screw up that you can't fix that really is annoying as hell. But if you can go back and fix it up, it's all good. What else? That one's the same color as that. And I'm going to change it in a minute. Oh, and look, I forgot another one of those yellow purple thing, or yeah, pink purple things there. Slow down, girl. Slow down. You see that went out of line. That annoys me. But it's my own fault. My bad. Just do it. You know, because at the end of the day, this is really how we should look at everything. At the end of the day, it's paper. Like, we're not really ruining anything. It's just paper is all it is. And I can't work up there because I just wet those again. So I'll go ahead and do these down here. That's a really funny color. It's different than the brown. What color? It's kind of like a real, I'm going to make it a real light burnt umber, regardless of what color it's showing in there. That's red brown. Yeah, I'm going to make it a real light burnt umber. And I don't need much of it, so. I like burnt umber. I think it's a rich color. And it's different than a lot different than the Van Dyke brown. And this will just be the first layer. All right, and I did notice in chat a little while ago, Shauna did say that she is going to be streaming after me. Hopefully I'll get a chance to watch. Because I don't have a big ass mess to clean up today, Eileen. So today's going to feel like a vacation to me. I still don't feel like cooking though. I think the older you get, the more pain in the ass it is to cook dinner. Okay, at 3:30. So I usually end right around 3. She comes on about 30 minutes after me. So let me go in and fix up some of the goofy things that I have missed. I'm going to do this purple pink flower right here first. Oh, and I got a message from my son. I don't think I've told you guys. They're doing, this one is on the Travel Channel, I think. But another one of his shows will be coming out December 8th. And he'll be on it. And they're, believe it or not, doing a program about Bigfoot. And he uses LiDAR, I guess, to show past that they think Bigfoot. I don't know what it is. But anyway, yeah. I think he sent me that on my birthday, telling me to go look. So, yeah. So on December 8th, I think on the Travel Channel, there'll be a show about Bigfoot that Jamie Young will be working on. All right, looking in the screen, it's looking okay to me. All right, here's the yellow. I hope this is drying. You know what? I'm not going to be stupid. I've come too far to be stupid at this point. Well, no comments from the peanut gallery, Eileen. She's napping? Okay. Yeah, because she would jump on that in about an instant. All right, let's do this flower. I need some more orange. I'll add a little bit of red to make it a little bit darker. Stomach growling. I can't believe that. I ate a really good breakfast this morning. Didn't stay with me long, apparently. How's that? Is that better? Okay, look at, she's awake. She's awake. And I guess this is pink that I should have gotten earlier. So I'll just go ahead and do it pink. No. Okay, that's green in there too. So don't even know if I can stiffen a thread crochet snowflake with matte medium. Mary, that's a good question. I would, it's not going to be very stiff because matte medium is, when it dries, it becomes more like plastic, right? It would plasticize it. But I know there, you know what? Eileen or Dorothy should be able to help you with that because they've used fabrics more. I would think that would be a fabric question. I know that they make stiffeners for fabric, but I don't know what they are. So do one of you other ladies know? Okay, so there you go. CB, maybe it does not need to be rigid. Painty Girl says use white glue. CB is confused. No. Stiffy. Plain old liquid starch. Well, they've at least given you a few ideas anyway. I hope one of them will work for you. Imagine a lot of you are probably working on Christmas crafts and stuff right now. I am like the biggest bah humbug about Christmas and the holidays. I just am. I love Thanksgiving. This year's going to be different, but yeah, I am just such a bah humbug. Bah humbug person. All right. There, I like the roses better now too, so that's a good thing. Now I can do those light green leaves, and I definitely need something more. I'll maybe come back with yellow or something. But I think this should be dry enough. Yeah, it is. I can go in there now. And I want to stop in just a minute, and then I'll show you guys my eyes drawings because I really like them. They're actually not bad, I don't think. I thought there was something else green I missed somewhere. There was. It was around a flower. Oh, here it is. This is where I missed. I'm going to use this dark green over here. Thanks, Judy. There's a couple other things I've forgotten up there, but I can catch those later. I'll go through here before I close the book and probably make a few little changes. I still got these balls up here to do, and I want to work on these balls some more, but I want to show my drawings first. So for the most part, it's not as crazy as hers, but it was fun and I enjoyed doing it. I need to make these more orange. I will add some orange, but I've got to mix some colors because that's as dark an orange as I have. So I've got to mix some more orange, but I will make these darker for sure before I'm done. And then last week, I know I've shown you guys up to there. I think I showed you up to theirs. And that was my made up face. So I know I showed you that, and I showed you that girl. I haven't I have fixed her left eye, but I haven't done it yet. Okay, these are some of the eyes. I might have showed you a couple of them because I worked on it on November 10th. And I think I was down to those eyes. I think I just finished the old man eyes, which I really love them. I'll pull you down close so you can see. That's really close. Thanks, Mary. Okay. And then these are more eyes that I drew. And Kathy's assignment to us was find eyes that show expression. And so I was reading about all the different things that eyes can do for your drawing. And they were talking about expression, obviously, but age, race, worry, whatever. So I just went out in search of expressive eyes. So yeah, this is still my favorite set of eyes. I think I caught age really well with those. But this one, the surprise one, I like that. And then this was my Pan Pastel girl, which I have not gone back and done with colored pencils yet. I had fun and I want to do it again, but I have to say I was a little frustrated with that. And then Kathy also assigned us mouths. So I went out in search of mouths. So there's some mouths. My favorite one of this is, oh, sorry, I'm down so close you guys aren't seeing them all. Thanks, Linda. Oh, okay, Xander got YouTube to work. Woohoo! Okay, so this is just mouths. And I'm not crazy about just drawing mouths that are closed. So I went in search of other mouths with some teeth and then a side view. And this is probably my favorite. This kid, you can tell this is a kid's mouth. And so that's another thing is that you can show the age of a person by their mouth, you know. So that's all the mouths I got done. But then I went back to eyes because I love eyes. They're so much fun. So these are the more that I did yesterday. Last night I finally got some more time to draw. Teeth are hard. Yeah, they are. They're really hard. Because you don't want to just draw the lines. You've got to draw the hint of a shadow because, yeah, unless your teeth have a gap in them or something, you don't have like a line. So, but here's another surprise. This guy was squinting. And then this was a young man, you know, looking up at something. So, so yeah, I just feel like they're going along pretty darn good. And I like doing them. I mean, that's the thing. I can sit and draw like this literally for hours and hours and hours. No, that's when you goosed him, Eileen. So yeah, these have been a lot of fun, but I could do it like forever, forever. But yeah, I got to do other things. And it's kind of fun to see them on camera because for whatever reason, sometimes things look different on camera than they do in real life. I don't know what that phenomenon is, but yeah. So that's pretty much my drawing, my painting, and just whatever. So I think I'm going to call this done. I will go ahead and finish it and probably show it next week. I probably will leave the background white since it matches hers. I'll pull out here a little bit so you can see mine and hers side by side. I'm still, I think, a little bit too much of a perfectionist, but I will add some more orange. I think I got to do that. I'll probably add yellow to some of these leaves and finish these light brown things and work some more on just things that need some detail. So thanks so much, you guys. But yeah, looking side by side in the camera, they don't look too horrible bad, right? Thank you, Shauna. So I appreciate you guys coming and all the thumbs up. You're the best. And yeah, I'll see you around. I'll probably be over at Shauna's here in a minute. So thanks, CB. Eileen, you need to go pound sand. Have a drink. All right. I love you guys. And I will talk to you later. Bye now.